Okay. Hi, everyone. 5 people. Oh, that's good.
It's better than 1.
Awesome.
Last time there was 1 person when we did this.
Last time there was 1 person, and that's really hard to do. So welcome. Hopefully you're going to enjoy today. We will just let me know if you can hear me, please, because we had to disconnect our internet and then put it back on again. So making sure it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good on my end.
Yeah. It's showing that the chat was disconnected at one point. That's what it's showing on my thing, and that's probably when we were moving stuff around.
Yeah.
So if you can hear me, just let me know. That'll be awesome. Okay, you can hear me. All right. Oh, it's not coming up on mine.
Desiree, Elaine, Chrissy. Hello, guys.
See, because I've said hi, I'll be right with you.
I guess you can't refresh because it's live.
Yeah.
We'll lose it.
We will lose it. As long as you can see what they're saying. Yeah. Chrissy says she can see that. Oh, yeah, see, I've said hi, and then after that, you guys have said hi, but it's not coming up in mine. I tell you what, YouTube really wants to mess with me, I tell you.
They really are trying to shut you down.
Yeah, even on my BDevine online, Shopify gateway for payments has shut me down.
Yep.
So only PayPal and Google Pay, I think, are allowed now for no real reason. You know, I've been doing this work for a long time online, and all of a sudden Shopify is blah, blah. So it's okay because there's a reason for everything, and we'll get around it all. And it's not going to stop me, you know, at all. So I would have just gone to my other website again and restarted. But at least people can use PayPal, so that's a good thing. Awesome. All right. So today, I hope you guys have got some questions ready. I don't need that, so you can keep that. You can tell me what they're saying anyway. I hope you got some questions ready because we are going to be working with Sekhmet, and kind of got 2 signs yesterday to work with her, and I'd sort of been feeling like we need the powerful energy of that to come through for all of us, for all of our sakes. In this channeling session, what we will be doing is you'll be asking a question, and Bobby will be translating that question to me while I'm in channel. So if you haven't done this before, it's going to be pretty interesting. The one thing that I do suggest, though, for all of you is this is, you know, you're going to have this channeling energy here. You're going to have this great goddess, Sekhmet, here with you. So don't waste your time with, you know, super personal stuff like what's my boyfriend doing behind my back and stuff like that that can be asked privately. Maybe at the end, if we do I can feel the pressure already starting, but maybe at the end, if we do get a little bit of time at the end, if there's not many people asking questions, then you know, some of your personal questions can be answered. But we want to keep it worldwide. We want to know bigger things that we can do. We want to see what messages Sekhmet has for us individually. Sometimes when I've been doing this with the angels, for example, they really like to give a message of their own for you. And each one, as you've noticed, is completely different to the other. You know, so each message that we get is very different. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting what she says. We'll be taking us through a bit of a declaration, grounding procedure first. As I said, I'm glad to see there's 7 people here because when there's only 1 person or 2 people, we would have had to cancel today. And that's the other thing I just want to say to you guys is, you know, Bobby has a gig this afternoon. So we organized, you know, special dates when I was scheduling, you know, things out. So I really appreciate it if you let me know that it's a bad day before I'm going to do it. You know, so if Saturdays are bad, if Sundays are no good for you guys, if you'd rather do something during the week, My feeling was that, the weekends were the thing where people were a little bit more free. And also, it's difficult because Bobby's in gig season. So it's like every week now. So I'm trying to work stuff around him as well. So if you can't be there or you're not going to make it, let me know beforehand, and then I can change things around. Same with the webinar as well. Sometimes I have to change stuff so I know what that's like, but let me know beforehand. And if you don't want to do these channeling things, that's cool as well. But I think they're awesome and I like doing them. It's just that I need someone there to do the questions.
Yeah, shout out to Chrissy, by the way. Chrissy was the one who was here.
Yeah, we had one person.
One
person. I think it was Archangel Uriel, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was.
We were doing. And so we weren't able to do it in June, obviously, for obvious reasons. And I appreciate all of you for hanging in there. As you can see, there's activations going on with my hands and stuff. So this is where I feel, for me, my healing energy starts coming in the sides of my hands. And when I was a lot younger, I used to get it right here. It would be almost painful. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. This little point right there. It used to really get on fire and sometimes even swell, but all that's gone now. So with Sekhmet, you will feel a general feeling of heat, and that's coming in now. You can feel like
I can feel it.
It's like 10 degrees hotter in here all of a sudden. So I'm not going to perspire or anything like that, but you can see the shine, right? And it was nice and cool down here before. So, if you guys can't make it to things, just let me know, and then we can always work around it as well. So if you haven't worked with Sekhmet before, she is one of the Egyptian goddesses of transformation, and one of the goddesses that was extremely fierce, but also very, very good at healing as well. A transformational kind of an energy. This is what we need right now. In fact, in some texts, when I was going back over things, many years ago, it says that she was bloodthirsty. So, I mean, she would get told these people are not doing the right thing, and she would be the one that would be leading the charge, just ripping people to shreds, right? So she has a bad, kind of like a misunderstood, I guess, energy because of that. But it's about justice. With her, it's a strong sense of justice. You're not following the rules. This is what happens. And then, she went through a stage where she stopped doing so much of that kind of stuff and went more into teaching and healing, and not so much into just, okay, we're going to get these people and boom, they're all gone kind of thing. So,
oh, yeah.
I know she's fierce, right?
She's fierce, very fierce.
So whenever I've worked with Sekhmet in the past, it's been a sensation of kindness, but also sternness. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to sound when I'm doing this today, but it's almost like a lot of the times when you're connecting with spirit guides or angels or ascended masters or Jesus or anyone like that, they are very much matter of fact back to you, because the energy that I get from it is that a lot of people waste a lot of time worrying about a whole lot of nonsense that's just like in the here and now, and oh, why is this happening and why has that happened, and oh, this is all, so people are stuck here. And if you're talking to an ascended master, god or goddesses, angels or guide, they're like advanced energy of, let's stay up here. Why are we worrying about all this crap here? Let's look into the blessings, the lessons, the attunements, the focus, the imagination. What are we going to do? How are we going to change this? We can't fix stuff by using the same weapons as everybody else is using. We have to fix this smart. We have to be very smart about what we're doing right now. And I was noticing the other day, everyone's freaking out. It was just the other day, and I wrote something on Facebook saying, breathe. Just breathe. It's okay. But as a collective, we need to work together in fixing, what seems to be broken, but from a loving and light-filled perspective, and not from focusing on what the problem is or what we perceive the problem to be, but focusing more on the solution. And these are the things that come from, the divine. And I used to laugh at channelers. I used to think it was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life, especially certain people with making cricket noises and stuff. I mean, that puts anybody off. Like, what was it, Bashar, I think?
Goes, a few of them do that. Stop it. It's like, that's your process.
Clicking and things. I mean,
not downing on anybody, just saying.
Yeah, it's like but what I'm saying is, when I first started looking at channeling, I thought, I don't want to be one that makes cricket sounds. But I'm thinking to myself, they probably don't even realize, if you really are in channel, you don't realize. Now, one of the things that I learned like many, many years ago, there was different types of channels, So, for example, Edgar Casey, he was a trance channel. So he was completely out of it when people were asking questions. And they call that a somnambulistic state. It only happens to like one in, every 100 people or so. It's kind of a rare thing. And I actually went to, it was so funny because I went with my friend in Australia, Julie's story. We went to see this trance channel, and his name was Benjamin the Clown, but I knew them before. Like, so I knew the people, Roy and whoever her name was, I forget now. So, and then I'm like, we're gonna go to their house, and he was on the floor, and he was like completely like on the ground and in his little sleeping bag, and we were like, but that was the trance channeling. He was out. And so we asked questions and stuff, and, it sounded really weird to hear it coming from him. But he was a clown, or he was channeling a clown from the, 1700s or something, which I think is a weird choice. I mean, you might as well go with the big guns if you're going to channel.
Have I not heard this?
Didn't I tell you?
No,
oh my God. Well, I just thought of it, right?
It's my best to maintain my composure.
Yeah, he was a clown.
A clown from the 1700s.
Yeah, a Benjamin the Clown. And it was a little bizarre, but the only thing that made me sort of, he was telling me a little bit about my own past lives and stuff. And then a little bit, right? And I sort of confirmed it because that was sort of things that I had known. But then he said about my middle son, which he didn't really know I even had, 3 kids or whatever at the time. So he said to me, your middle son, and he laughed, and he said, he's a clown like me. And I'm like, that's exactly right. My Josh is like real stupid, like Jim Carrey, face expressions and stuff. So I was like, wow. And I've got goosebumps telling you that. Wow. But I can also do those things as well. I can get right out, but I'd need someone to be like Bobby to be there to do it. When I do the trance channeling for you guys, just channeling for you guys, it's a lighter state, but I have a way of bringing forward the energy where I can be a little bit more aware, right? I can also do it while I'm just talking to you like this. So, once I do the connecting in and doing the declarations, then once I'm in that place of receiving, then everything that I say when I'm teaching, when I'm doing, is all channeled. So I'm going to teach you guys that. I've been thinking about how to do it, and people have asked me forever. And there has to be certain procedures that you put into place to really make sure you're doing it safely. I'm trying to think of all the questions that you guys could actually ask about what you're doing, or what if this, and what if this happens, and what if, and I know all those questions, so I'm trying to format it. And I'm thinking about, there was part of me that wanted to just do it as a recording and you guys go and learn. Another part of me wanted to do it where I'm live with you and we do sessions like maybe 4-hour blocks or something like that. So I'll leave that up to you to decide. I can reach a lot more people by pre-recording it, but maybe we'll just have sessions where, there's question and answer days or something like that. But anyway, doing Sekhmet today, you're probably going to feel a lot of healing. So what I want you to do is when we do the declaration, I want you to put to the front of your body what needs to be healed. Okay, now she's going to be rough about it, meaning she'll go, that's just silly. Like, what are you worrying about that for? But let it go to the front anyway. So you're going to get rid of it either way. But you'll understand. I mean, she does it to me. She's like, wow, what are you worried about? You know, kind of stuff. Why are you letting yourself go down? You know, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing that stuff. I don't want to do that stuff. So up we go, right? You can ask about worldwide events if you want to. Understanding that whatever Sekhmet says is what she's going to say. She's going to try to be obviously mindful of everyone's viewpoints, because everyone's offended by everything lately. So we're just going to be mindful.
We have to be careful, being that we're using a YouTube that Becky spent years and years to build, that we don't use certain keywords that will get us blocked and banned. You guys wouldn't want us to be banned anyway. So
yeah,
V's.
We'll use
B's versus T's. You know,
yeah.
Do world stuff, world questions, but try and keep it. You know, you guys all know YouTube with the suppression, so just be mindful of your questions.
Yeah, because they've taken 400 subscribers off of me for no reason in the last week.
Yeah, it's continuing.
So it's okay. They can keep doing whatever they want to try to do. There's no reason why they can pull me down unless we give them one.
Right.
So
let's not give them one.
If you want to talk about that stuff and all of that, use the word V or something like that. We're just going to have keywords.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get started, I think, if my husband's ready.
Totally ready. Let's rock this thing.
All right.
And welcome in, everyone that just came in. Hi.
Thank you.
Thanks
There's
for the great
14.
auction last night. We had a blast.
Beautiful.
We've been up all night with the baby. She had a sick tummy, a little puppy, so she was up and down and out of her bed.
Oh.
Poop here and squirt there. And
she squirted all the way through the downstairs.
All the way up the stairs.
All the way up the stairs. But poor thing, she had a tummy ache. She was trying to get outside and it was coming out while she's going up the stairs.
Poor baby. Baby.
So,
cotton socks.
all right. So we're going to learn a lot from this. Okay. So what I'm going to do first is bring us into a place of receiving. Sekhmet's right there on my table. Yep. I was going to put a little candle in her head. So there should be a little candle. Is there a little blue bag there next to her somewhere?
Blue bag.
Hmm?
It's a gift bag.
No, there was a little bag of
This one? Is that blue?
No.
Colorblind.
Oh, here. Something told me. Look up there.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
So she's got. I'll show you the Sekhmet in a minute. You guys all know I have that lion head on my thing all the time. I'm using some Lemurians, of course, to channel today. Normally I have my, that's my other one there. There's another one that's missing from my dad's journey.
Thanks, Candy. Yeah, she's back to normal today, bossing her brothers around. BB.
Yeah. Oh, BB, yeah. Right, so when that may not work. Yeah. I've got things that work and things that don't work in my room. Whenever you're looking for something, it's like, where's that? Any other time, it's like,
oh,
get that.
Gas, but this one doesn't. But this flint works, so let's use it to light this one. Boy Scout stuff.
Yeah. There she is. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll ground in the energy first. Now, when I'm finished doing the declarations and stuff, then just give me a minute and then I'll be ready. So, all right. Okay, we got 15. All right. Okay, so we're going to call her in, right? So we're just going to do a declaration to get us all ready. I want you to imagine all of your problems to the front of your body. Just use that. Okay, I'm putting everything to the front of my body and that's it. All right. I'll talk you through it anyway. Okay. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Okay, so we are giving permission as sovereign beings of light for our spiritual light team, our higher selves, source energy to be working with us and through us now. Placing around us a golden pyramid of lights. that shoots down and connects us right into the center of the earth and shoots up and connects us into the center of the universe. And this golden light is protective and calm and warm. And all of your spiritual team stepping into this space. And we ask now that the energies of ancient Egypt are with us, our knowledge, healing, and wisdom, our connection to the gods and goddesses, protection from the scarab beetle. It's placed on the outside of our pyramid, keeping us all safe and connected as we move through a lot of healing today. And just imagine for yourself now any problem, issue, events, something that you're worried about, money that you might be worried about, kids you might be worried about, life in general, work. I want you to see those words and imagine them going to the front of your mind or the front of your body. See the words go past and go to the next one. Think about where you hold energy in your body, what's in your throat, your shoulders, just letting them relax now. What do you carry in your upper back and in your front, in your chest? In your rib cage and around the back of your ribs. Is the feeling it relax now as the source energy moves through? Your stomach and lower back. What are you holding in there? Just offer it up now. And down through your hips and the tops of your legs and around the very lower part of your back. What are you carrying in here? You might see some images or feelings. You might see some people. Just offer those things up as you see them. Legs and knees. Behind your legs. Just things that you might be holding on to. Situations or problems. Let it go. And knees and calves, feet and ankles. Who is holding on to your feet? What's stopping you from moving forward? What are you afraid of? Where are you anxious? Where are you carrying everything and everyone? Let it go right now. Just push it forward. And we're giving permission for our spiritual light team and the goddess Sekhmet to move into our pyramid and wipe away all of that stuff. Leaving lessons that we need to learn, but taking care of unnecessary issues right now, pulling them out of your body. You might feel tingles and sensations as this is happening. Just let it happen. Give it up. Don't question it. Now you are all in a place of receiving. So this healing will continue. You also need to have a reason why you were feeling the way you were feeling. So look for answers that are coming to you or a knowing that comes to you now and over the next week. But for now, just relax with thanks. Healing is taking place. Understanding and changes are occurring now. And we're keeping you in that pyramid of lights for now while you're listening today. We ask for this to be done in all directions of time and space, through all layers of your entire being, with universal unconditional love and light for all. And so be it, so be it, so be it. And you can take a deep breath and open your eyes. And I'm going to go into channel now. Okay.
Hi, Sekhmet. Thank you for being with us today.
You're very welcome. Bright blessings to everybody.
We're still waiting for some questions. Bear with me just a minute.
Yes.
Okay. What will happen to our brothers and sisters in Cuba? Are they finally getting rid of the regime?
Yes, this will take place. However, it will take a little longer. But this is going to also set a precedence for others around the globe who are tired of the way things have been. So this is going to really begin a wave, if you will, of support, help, and change around the globe. And we are happy to see this happening.
Great, thank you. How can we help those people who are awakening now?
You all feel that you need to use words and build some kind of place to be for others to be there. All you have to do is send out a vibration of assistance, and those who are drawn will be drawn in your direction. Keeping your own energy strong and keeping your vibration high will send waves out through the globe that people respond to. So you really don't have to do anything per se other than making sure that you are a vessel of light that people will naturally be drawn to. That is the only thing. If you wish to help those who are waking up, they will find you too.
Great, thank you. What do I say to people who tell me I don't care about others when I refuse to wear the mask or get the V in mouth?
What does it matter what the opinions of others are? This is the problem with humanity. Humanity is going through a global change, and many are refusing to see the truth in the situation and looking around at others and using words to diminish other people's feelings, such as what you're wearing or what you're not wearing, or what you're doing and what you're not doing. And these things are set on the earth, almost like tests. And what's going to occur is that people will be able to once again make a decision for themselves what they wish to wear on their face or not. And it won't matter what everybody thinks, because the division will be so bad that people won't want that anymore. It almost has to get to the point where people are completely sick of it, and we see you all at about 89%, meaning the sway needs to be more at 100% of people understanding other people, people lifting into other dimensions, people lifting into new awareness, and not really abiding by the tyrannical laws that have been in place. Once more people do this, as in Cuba, the more that people will feel comfortable in being who they really are. It's not to say that those who do wear the thing on their face and do what they have to do, what they feel is right, it's not to say that they are wrong either. They are doing what they feel is right, but in doing so, making others feel wrong. And in a sense, those who are not doing it are making others feel wrong too. So any kinds of discrimination or offense needs to be eliminated, and that can only happen when the vibration is high, when the vibration is above all of the mundane, and seeing a light in the distance, seeing a light as your reality, and not seeing things as always remaining this way or getting worse and worse and worse, as some people are proclaiming. We must continue to send you all on earth strength. That is why I've come through today, to send you all strength and courage to be who you really want to be, without feeling like you need to bend to others' will or unfair restrictions, as this has been the way of it throughout humanity's life on earth. One restriction after another, one problem after another. And now is the ultimate test for you all to say that you don't wish that anymore. And that can't be said with words. It has to be done in deeds and with your imagination. So we hope that that makes sense to you.
Great, thank you. What is happening to the earth with all these extreme energies coming to it?
A great cleansing is occurring. You've asked for it, it starts happening, and people freak out that there's something happening. So the light is going to come down and come from the above you as well as below you, causing spikes in energy. And this is going to continue while we're trying to help cleanse yourselves, your earth, your atmosphere, and the energy that has been holding it hostage for so long. So it is a complete cleanse.
Great, thank you. Is this a holographic reality that we are manifesting?
In a sense, yes. You have to use your imagination for the better for yourselves. It does create. Everything is psychic power. Everything is energy. Energy creates. You're in your reality now because of creations that you've already thought of in the past, collectively and individually. So this holographic earth, etc., is one word for it. It is more that you should focus on where you want to personally be rather than whether something is actually real or not. Things can distract you from what you should be doing. And those who are doing their best and trying hard, forgetting every now and then is okay, as long as you bring yourself back to what you want to have happen without feeling like you need to make others come with you. And that's the biggest problem that we are seeing right now, is there are people who mean well and are trying to make others see their point of view and bring them with them on the journey, but it doesn't work that way. So focus on yourself, focus on the earth changing as it already is, focus on yourself lifting into the reality that you want to see, and that will become your new hologram, for want of a better word.
Great, thank you so much. How can we increase overall compassion to others, either for us or against us, in a quicker fashion?
Again, remember, your words are powerful. Say it, it's done. Don't wonder whether that's been received. Just say love and light, unconditional love to each of those. Ask in those ways that things are already done and already in motion, rather than you needing to see the result of whatever it is that you've spoken. Trust that what you've spoken has a result already occurring. Many people don't believe things until they see a result, and that's also the way of humanity, how it's been, skeptical until given the vision. So when you say something, now you are saying things like peace and love and light to you. That is a wonderful thing to say about someone, to someone, about the world, and it has a positive effect on things. But don't question whether it has actually happened or not. Move on to the next thing. And there should be no stopping and starting on your journey. Everything should be a flow to a movement forward and a movement upward. Too many distractions, no matter how good the intention is, are just distractions to your journey. Just start noticing the difference, whether you're distracting yourself, whether you're distracting others, or whether you're moving ahead. Have a think about the way that this has been said to you.
Amazing, thank you so much. People in life and our communities are very angry, divisive, violent, and dangerous at times. What can we do to hold off this energy in our own space so we are not the target of lower energies?
Don't imagine yourself to be a target of anything. Do not be a victim of anything, and you won't be one. So it's another thought game. The fear, the anger, and it's felt. You people feel other people's anxiety. You are feeling other people's anger. You are feeling other people's stress. And therefore, you absorb this as your own, and you start feeling stressed, and you start feeling anxious and scared and angry, and the cycle continues like a Chinese whisper. Although you have it all wrong, nobody can affect you unless you allow it. So if you see yourself as fully protected and safe and guided everywhere that you go, and that you see humanity as safe and guided and protected where they go, although there will still be some things that occur, you are making a lot faster headway in your journey to not seeing that anymore. What the difference is between goddess energy, angelic energy, ascended master energy, and humanity is that we are in our wholeness. We are in the whole vibration of who we are. You on earth are just having the physical extension of who you are. So you feel lost, alone, and afraid, and especially vulnerable. When you feel vulnerable, your anxiety can kick in, then you're not going to want to go anywhere. This is not the way forward. This is not the way to ascend. If you believe you are courageous, you will be. If you believe you are protected, you will certainly be. If you believe other people are also loved and supported and journeying on their way and don't see you, you like have an invisible cloak around you. They won't see you. You won't be a target. Then again, thinking about target and this person may do this and this, it's just leading you down another rabbit hole, maybe even harder for you to get out of. Humanity needs to focus on themselves, your pathway forward, what you feel you want to see, the light that's everywhere and within everyone, instead of fearing, anxiety, stress, because that is exactly what lower energies want you to believe about yourself so that you fail. And your ascended masters and your spiritual light team want you to succeed. The tools are easy, and that is probably why many people find it hard to believe that it can work. But the alternative is what you are already seeing in some people, in some situations. If you don't want that for yourself, take a step-by-step approach, day by day, minute by minute. What are you doing one day at a time to better the world you live in? And send blessings throughout the world to everybody else. This will be felt. The worse that you see things, the more you can be assured that the energy of darkness has already lost control. It's trying to make you believe that it is still there. Whatever you believe in, it's still true. Darkness is making you believe it still is in control when the light has won a long time ago. Don't be at one with the darkness, or you will be in an energy that you may not be able to get away from. Continue to be in the energy of light, raising your vibration every day, focusing where you want to be with love and light in your heart. And this will be the thing that solves everything. Your thoughts, your imaginations create, right or wrong. So make sure it's the right thing for you. And this will have a ripple effect around the world that you will not believe.
Great, thank you. How can we move through our own mental fears?
The same way that you put those mental fears there is the way that you get out of them, through your mind, using it correctly and wisely. Each one of you know when you're having a negative thought. You all know you're having a negative thought right now. So how can you change that negative thought? Thinking in a different way. So there are other reasons why a person may have thoughts and fears and anxieties. There are other reasons that are spiritual, physical, emotional, etc. But you are in control of your destiny all the time. You are in control of what your mind is thinking, even if nobody knows that. Nobody knows what you're thinking. Only you live with you. And the message here is that you can win. You can be strong. You can be courageous. You can manifest. You can have the most amazing life if you choose to. And we say it in that way because the choices that you make, the thoughts that you think, are creating. It's where you are right now. If you've had a habit of doubting yourself, if you've had a habit of being in fear of what others say and do and feel and think, if you've had a habit of worrying or thinking the worst in every situation, then it's going to continue to be your reality. It really is another simple thing. Get help if you feel that your thoughts are overwhelming or overwhelming you. But we say to you that you can conquer anything as long as you set your mind to the light, to the positive, to cancel out the negative, and less and less and less will your mind echo negative things, and instead it will always go to the most positive thing. And this will change your outlook, your life, your body, everything about you. It will reverse any negative damage that's done very, very quickly. Whereas if you continue with a negative, fearful cycle that you believe you can't get through and you can't get past and nobody will help you and it's all more difficult for you and it's all this and that, if you are constantly thinking like that, then the same thing is occurring but in the opposite way. You increase the negativity within you and around you constantly, and it's your own energy that does it. It's not a punishment, it's not karma, although some things are karmically involved, yes. But the way that you think now currently creates everything that you see, feel, hear, sense around you. And we say to you, what is it going to be?
Wow, powerful. Thank you so much for that. Last question, and it's going to be mine. We realize living on this planet that the systems of control have been here for eons and eons, which in a great sense we've allowed to happen to ourselves, giving it validity and permission. Things are obviously changing currently. Can we expect to have help from either the spiritual realms or our galactic family to see us through to the next level?
Yes, this is already occurring, but it can increase once again with everybody expecting the arrival of the positive ones, the ones that have been with humanity for a very, very long time and before that. So it's an expectation of the positive arrival that generates it not happening so much that it's just happening quicker, but that it's going to be happening broader. So the expectation of positive arrival, there will be false information as well. And you will understand false information because you'll feel anxious behind it. You'll feel worried. But when there's positive information and truth, you feel calm and at peace, and you feel happy that it's occurring. So notice the difference. That's with news for anything in anybody's life. How do you feel? Because the feelings are not lying to you. And as a guide to all of you who are listening, you're often told to listen to your intuition. Your mind is not part of your intuition. Your mind is, the conscious mind is very, very confusing. Subconscious mind is very, very connected to all that is and knows the truth. So when you feel it in your body as correct, you feel it in your body as bringing you relief and peace, then you know it's right. So with the news around the globe and things changing very, very rapidly, they're going to try to turn you all against spiritual matters. Don't listen. Keep the expectation high of positivity and see this multiplying. We, in the early days, used our imagination to create and even move stones. And take that however you want it to be. But that's what we did. We used our minds to move things, to manipulate things. It was just the way of things. So your mind either works against you or for you, for the greatest benefit of yourself, your family, and mankind, or against it as well. So choose wisely. We say once again, what you're listening to, what you're watching, how is it affecting you? Think about this as you are moving forward.
Great. Thank you so much for being with us today, Sekhmet.
You're welcome.
I do want to give you a special thank you. I know that a lot of us use you for your power to come and clear.
Mm-hmm.
Today you've offered us love and light and guidance, and we thank you for that.
You're very welcome. And can I just say, final statement?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who's listening, so of most importance right now that you are calling on your team of light, your division of light, that you're calling on those that you feel comfortable with to support you as you're moving into these next levels. because things will change and things will shift and things will get, in a sense, a little harder if you are focused on it. But in another sense, you can be more free and more abundant than ever. And if you can do it in the face of adversity such as this, if you can still strive when everything is going wrong, if you can still be the light where everybody else is turning their light off, then you have won an amazing battle, and something that those who are now God's goddesses, ascended masters, have also done. They believed even when they saw chaos. They believed even when nobody else listened. They didn't have to convince anybody. It was their journey. And as a guide to all of you, I know that each of you are going through your own personal pain, loss, hurt, despair, sadness. As people leave, people are going, people are transitioning, everything's changing, people are feeling afraid of travel or this or that. But lean on us, lean on your team. Continue to talk to us daily, and you will be showing the way forward. It may not be an easy way to see the way forward. It may not be a light that's shining right on the path. You will have to use your inner compass, but ask us to increase your abilities. We can't do anything unless you ask. And as guides, we guide your spirit, and angels can help to lift your spirit with unconditional love. Ascended masters can help you to know your spirit. See how this works? Use the tools you already have available, remembering that you have far more tools than whatever used to be on this planet for the longest time. Use them for your benefit. Take your time. Think about what your energy is doing, what you're saying, what you're thinking. Think about how this is coming across, what vibration you want to leave behind. Just think of all these things and know that even a negative thought can be cancelled in an instant. Don't let it snowball into other things and other things and other things, getting bigger and bigger and bigger until you find yourself exhausted. Reach out first at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, and you will start to see a pattern of events occur in your life. You'll start to see the manifestations of your thoughts and feelings for the better in your life. You cannot control what someone else's soul journey is, so don't try. Don't try to convince anybody of your way of doing things. Don't worry about your other people in your family who may be struggling. Instead, focus on them being in their greatest life, in wellness, not in worry. Your worry can generate 1,000 times more worry to them. And if that's not what you want, then start focusing on love. You know that that's what you would like to be given, so give this to others as well. And know that any single one of you can connect in this way anytime you want to, if you believe in it. If you believe in it, anything is possible. Please know that that is true, that is a real truth for humanity. That belief is key to everything you want to achieve. And I want to send additional healing to each one of you all, wipe away all that nonsense, and help you to be strong and courageous as you move forward, and buffer away unnecessary things now as you lift out of a karmic cycle many thousands of lifetimes. And I thank you all for listening today. With much love from myself, Sekhmet.
Thank you so much, Sekhmet. Great closing statement. You can bring Becky back forward for us, please.
And thank you to Bobby. Okay. She just so you know that the ending thing, she wanted to sort of like bow at you all. It was lovely.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. So how do you guys feel?
Great answers, great questions. Good job, everybody.
Good job.
Sorry, Katie, I know you wanted to ask that question right at the end, but time is of the essence for us today. I got to head out of town, so.
All right.
Awesome.
Sorry, I'm just getting myself together.
No,
so perhaps there's messages in there for everybody. Maybe you want to listen back a couple of times or a few times as well. Sometimes it just feels like there's a wanting to say a lot more, but understanding the Sekhmet understands what's going on with how things are just at the moment, not wanting to push any boundaries or whatever. So I hope that it was helpful to you guys. And we will do more of these as well, because I get a lot from it too. Just so you know, it's not like a work job for me. Doing the channeling is fun. We can also do some things like this over the phone. So some people want to do that over the phone. We can do that too. And I can take you through a journey where you're answering questions as well. So, and some of you have already done that too. So yeah, is there anything else with it?
That cleansing was powerful. Desiree just commented on it. I feel like a couple months have been cleared for me. Beautiful cleansing.
Isn't it lovely?
That was
Yeah.
nice at the beginning.
Yeah. I've still got goosebumps. I can't see them.
On my legs.
Yeah. So pay attention to body parts that were feeling the most. It's so funny because the bottom of my legs and my feet were feeling the most from that. I'm like, what am I hanging on to? What?
Yeah.
Like, am I walking through mud or something? Like, it just felt like it pulled away, like something pulled, like I broke through the surf, you know?
Yeah.
And was able to walk a little. I don't know. It was something was hanging on to my legs anyway. So you may notice certain parts of your body were different than others as well.
Yeah, I think a strong point worth revisiting that Sekhmet said was, be mindful of your thoughts and your words. They're all powerful and they're all creative. Like that question was, how do I not be targeted by all these people? I mean, we all kind of feel that way. We go to the grocery store and it's like, oh, there's all this angst and, mask, no mask. And you can go down the list of things that are there to divide us intentionally. But being mindful of your sphere, even your own self.
Yeah, because if you're in that, well, who cares?
You're helping the collective if you can manage that and stay in positivity and higher vibration.
Yeah.
That's what we do. And, we struggle like you guys. We hear it, we see it, we live it. It's all around us. But if you can,
we have someone across the road that's constantly screaming. She screams day and night at her little son and everything, and he's the sweetest little boy. And he's the sweetest little guy. He says, "Hi, sir," whenever he sees Bobby. It's so cute. And she screams at him for nothing. She even screamed at him and said, "Don't say hi." Yeah, what kind of person doesn't let their children say hi? So. But we see that. Or we can't just go, "Oh no," although we want to go around there and give her a serving, but that's not our business. Yeah. It's none of our business what she's doing. All we can do is protect our home from absorbing any of her crap. At the store, we've been in the store while there's been threatening phone calls going on and yelling and screaming through the store. Do we get afraid? No, we leave. We're like, right, we're going. Energy's changed in here, love and light, everybody, but we're out. I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm not going to go up to the person and say, "Hey, do you need some help?" I get punched in the face. So it's like avoidance, but also being smart about things and setting things up how you mean to finish, And I think a message I was getting a couple of years ago, I think she sort of said something about it, was focus on yourself. Focus on what you're doing to change this globe.
It's the best thing you can do, right?
Are you a lighthouse for people? Are you emanating a positive energy, or are people, when they see you, getting freaked out because there's always something wrong? Because there is some people out there that there's always something wrong. There's always a problem. It's really hard to be a light when you're in connection with people that have got all these problems, right? But you have to do it anyway for yourself as the main part of it, because that action of you totally moving into ascension, moving into the light, believing what you believe in, regardless of what it's supposed to be, continuing to do it brings you up and away from all this stuff anyway. You won't see it anymore. You know, this has been said since 2012 when everyone thought that was the end of the world. Well, you know, we wrote a big channeled message then about earth changing, earth shifting, how you've got to be positive throughout the whole thing, how people are going to leave, how things are going to be destroyed, how ideas are going to be destroyed, how people are going to believe this and really believe it with their wholeheartedness, and then find out that they were wrong, you know, whatever way that is. And it's not up to us to say, well, I can't wait for them to find out that that's happening and blah, 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 because then you're just in it, you know, you're living in it. We don't want to be here. We want to be up there where it's easy, right? So there's only kind of one way to do that, and focus on your train of thought and where you're going and what's happening as you push forward. And then people go, oh, that's how you do it. Okay, I can do that. And they start doing it. So you're leading by example, not just by your words. You're doing it, you're living it, right? And, you know, it's kind of hard to do a lot of the time. And, you know, if life was easy, we'd all be doing it, right? But it's not. So we just got to focus on one day at a time, you know, where we're heading and what we're doing.
Candy says, beautiful shirt you have on with the flowers.
Oh, thanks. It's like a kimono
I told her it was
thing.
mine and I just let you wear it.
That's Bobby. Yep. Thank you. All right. These are like $12. I think I got them on eBay. It's just like a kimono
Pretty
thing.
sick.
Yeah, that's this one, and there's a black one with the
She's
flowers.
very flowy.
Yeah.
She walks.
Plus, I've got my pajama one that I wear. That's a silky one.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like the kimonos. But yeah, so hopefully that helped you all. And thanks to those of you guys that were there last
There's
night.
like 15 people here today. I gotta say, 13 during the heat of it, the questions and stuff. Thank you for showing up today, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We were, you know, I knew Chrissy would be here. Chrissy, we can get through the questioning for sure.
And we will do some more work with Sekhmet in the future, also Bastet and some of the other gods and goddesses, which obviously I love to connect with.
We're still blown away by Sekhmet showing up in that Lemurian last night.
Yeah.
That was like amazing.
At the auction, so some people weren't there. But,
she's got a gem in her hands with that one.
But then I opened up my Egypt book this morning and there was the exact picture of what was in that particular crystal last night. So it was like too many signs saying, hey, you know, she wants to say something. Yeah. I know she wanted to talk a whole lot longer, but was aware of everybody's schedule and stuff too. Yeah. So if you like that energy, if you felt that energy, if you want to know more, if you want to connect with it, you want to try my soul star healing, we connect with all of them in your soul star healing and just get rid of all the nonsense. Whatever it is, just let us know. Okay. And
like Becky said, we're open to rescheduling if a lot of you can't make it to one of these. We'll reschedule for the next week or something.
Right.
Or if you can't make it and you really have a question you want to ask who we're channeling, shoot us an email. I'll read that question here and you can watch the replay later. That's perfectly fine.
Oh, that's a good idea for some people.
Thanks, Candy.
All right, so Bobby's getting ready for his gig. I'm going to get ready to clean up all the poop around the house.
It's not like there's tons of poop sitting out
No,
there.
there's not. I've cleaned it all, but now I've got to thoroughly go through it all. But Bobby will come home and he'll be like, what's happened to that? And the house is different, I do that all the time. I love that. Change the energy in your house as well.
Yeah, rearrange your furniture. She redid our master suite. And I walked in. She's texting me at the studio recording, and she's like, oh, you're going to love it. You're going to be so happy with me when you get home. I did such a good job. And I'm like, oh, okay. I
said, there's 11 things. There's 11
surprises for you when you get home. And I came in and it was like, wow, completely different.
Energy, we moved it. It kind of looks,
Candles were lit. It was just, oh man, it was so nice. She's awesome. She's awesome in every way. I love this girl. And today's actually the anniversary of our engagement. That came up on Facebook today. That's 2019.
Like, I don't know, it's 2 years, 3 years.
I don't know. Depends on how you count it, I guess. We've always been together. So that's how we see it. So.
But we've known each other for a long time now. So
thanks, Desiree.
Awesome.
I'll have a good show. We're playing an hour and a half tonight. So
yeah, I wish I could be there, but the baby was not well. And Corey has been up day and night. And it was just going to be a drama. So I'll stay back this time, but I'll probably go next week.
Yeah. We're playing in Denver next week at a metal festival. So when I get some good footage, Elaine, I'll share it with you guys. Some of you have seen some of it, and I'll apologize right now for what you witnessed. It was not good. It's taken
not in Bobby's standards.
No, it doesn't meet up to my standards. So, thanks, Crystal. She says happy anniversary. That's nice.
But all right, well, we'll let you guys go, and you maybe want to listen a few times. It's like this secret. There's a lot of secrets in there underneath the words.
Yeah.
That was the way she kind of words things is a little bit cryptic, So pay attention to what you were feeling as certain things were said. Okay, so hopefully that'll help you.
She's a 50-foot tall lion being, so.
Yeah, it's no messing about, man. She comes.
Messing
if you're feeling heat, that's definitely her. It's like Archangel Michael. It's like,
Starting Bast, when I call them in, it's just like,
whoa. Yeah.
You're in awe. You're in complete awe.
I'm messing around.
I've been getting messages from her today too before we even started the show.
Yeah. Yep. Perfect.
She's around. Re-listen to it. You guys will get more out of it. Also, the declaration at the beginning. Always choice. Bookmark it. Save it. Share it with your friends. Even it's good stuff.
Yeah. Now that we've done this live, I don't mind if you share this out. If you want to. If I'm not making any clicking noises that I know of. I'll be
I had
horrified.
to catch you at one point because you were flying off the chair. No. But to each his own. We're not judging, if you're into any of that stuff. So.
Yeah, I just don't want to do it. I personally don't want to make clicking noises and sound like a cricket.
Becky will be packaging the auction from last night. Yeah, probably, Candy. You're probably right.
Yeah.
Come home and she'll have it all done. I just went ahead and did it because, it was there and I could do it.
When he's not home, I get so many things done. I'm like, is he gone? Yeah, all right.
She makes it sound like she has to just monitor me every minute of the day that I'm home.
No, I just like to be hanging around you if you're home.
Well, she likes having stuff done when I get home.
Yeah, I like him to be all happy.
She's a good girl. She does well. You're so sweet. I love you so much. A little oversharing, I think, actually.
All right, everyone.
Yeah, bye for real this time. Y'all be good. Enjoy your weekend.
Lots
love and
of
light. All that. Mind your sphere. Mind your thoughts. Mind your words.
Just do your best you can. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
don't overthink anything. And, who cares if you had a bad thought about the lady across the road. We do. We have a bad thought about it. Then we're like, cancel that. Cancel that
That's
thought.
It. You're going inside. He goes, Wah!
Yeah.
Fighting her going inside. The poor kid, he's so sweet. The day we moved in here, 2.5 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, almost 3 years, I guess, coming up. He goes, he's at the fence. He's in his little diaper, pull-up thing. He's like 2.5 at that point. He goes, I missed you.
Yeah.
So Becky and I were unloading the
You didn't even know who we were.
He didn't even know who we were. And it was just like,
oh, that's so cute.
What a sweet little guy. And we've seen him in the store, too. And he's a sweet little kid. He's always talking to us and everything. But his mom, boy, I tell you, she needs some love and light. That's all I want to say about that. All right, guys.
All right, everyone.
Peace out.
Lots of love. Talk to you guys soon.
Be good.
All right. Bye.
Or try.